Well, we're here in Porirua for the 62nd Lion Foundation New Zealand Indoor Bowls Championships, and you see the big crowd starting to gather as we get set to dole out the trophies for the first time today. It is the singles competition, and if you're with us for the semi-finals, you've heard us say many, many times that for the first time it will be a new champion. None of these two, Trevor Coleman or Paul Midgley, have gone this far in a Indoor Bowls Championship competition before, so untrained territory, if you like, for both. And it looks like it's going to be Trevor Coleman that is going to start. Now, in the break between the semi-finals, my co-commentator here, Grant Rayner, who's a gold star holder in indoor bowls, so I mentioned before that he's been there and done that. Well, he's been there and done that with some aplomb. Grant's been down, and they've changed the mats. Now tell us the thinking behind that, Grant.
Well, we just traditionally we have two mats that we get found in the hall. And I was asked to go and find a couple of mats, and hopefully they've been good ones. And we've replaced the semi-final mat now with a completely new surface. So that just makes it a little bit even for both players now to come onto a fresh mat. Because generally when we play the game, we never play on the same mat twice. We play on a different mat every time. So it's just keeping on with that, you know, if you like, that method of how we play our game, and it may benefit one player or the other if they didn't really like that last semi-final mat, but they struggled through and won. But they both seemed to dominate on that last mat, and I'm sure they both probably would have liked to have played their final on that same mat, but no, we changed the mat. Start again.
With the black bowls it will be Paul Midgley from Taranaki. With the yellow bowls it will be Trevor Coleman. There is Midgley. And this is Trevor Coleman. And without belittling Trevor Coleman, we've said it right throughout commentary. We did it in the semi-finals. We'll probably say it a few times in the final. A lot of people will be scratching their head saying, Trevor who? No one expected this guy to go this far.
Definitely not. And that's the beauty of our sport. And you get the surprises. And every year we always get someone in the semi-final position or in the last 8 position, at least. Definitely always in the last 8. And quite often in the semi-final, we get someone who's not that well known. He's a well-known bowler, but at this level, you wouldn't have seen him before. And sure enough, here we are, 2011, and we've got another surprise in the final. And you look back at the record books, and there's plenty of national champions who have had the day of their life, and this could be one of them here we're witnessing.
So whatever happens, as we told you before, a new champion will be crowned tonight here at the Te Rauparaha Arena, and this part of the arena is the Mana Community Grants Foundation Stadium. It's the home of the Central Pulse and the ANZ Netball Championship, and for the next week or so it's the home of the Lion Foundation New Zealand Indoor Bowls Championship, and we're one end into the final.
And a great start by Paul Midgley. 2 very good shots there, I think.
Well, we saw this in the semi-final, didn't we? Midgley got away to a fantastic start. He got out to a 9-point advantage before Grant Harvey even troubled the scorer. And if you go back to the first semi-final, if you're along with us for that one as well, Trevor Coleman did the same thing against Chris Matthews. Matthews came back and it was tight. The second semi-final, not quite as tight, and Midgley came out the winner. That's how our finalists were found, and that's how we got to the position we are now. Here is Trevor Coleman from the Waikato. 2-0 after 1. Taranaki's Midgley leading.
And Trevor just has to keep it tight. He just has to keep, in these early stages, if he's not scoring, he just has to keep it to 1s. Maybe the odd 2, but he just can't afford to. No one, anyway, can't afford to be dropping 3s at this end of the tournament. It's just 1s and 2s, quietly as you go. A bit short with the second bowl. He won't be happy with that one. He would have been liked to have been right on it, or beside it.
Here we are in the final, Grant. Is the pressure measurably higher than it was in the semis?
Well, it can be for some people. The crowd's watching you. Some people it can go to pieces. Some people just thrive on it. Trevor Coleman looks like he's enjoying himself. And that's the main thing. He doesn't want to get too caught up in the concentration. He wants to be out there enjoying himself, and that's when you play your best bowls. So whoever handles the pressure the best will win this game, because I think they're both playing very well. It's going to come right down now to who can handle this situation the best.
And I guess it goes without saying that it means a heck of a lot. I've been lucky enough to be at lots and lots of different sports and national championships, and to be the best in the country is something pretty darn special.
Oh,
well,
definitely.
you know.
Yeah, yes.
So is it going to be Paul Midgley or is it going to be Trevor Coleman? We'll know in about 11 ends time.
It's not a bad end, you know. He's got the back bowls. He's got one just in front. Trevor Coleman, all he's left with is a backhand draw. And he's not far away as he has his weight.
Ooh.
He's cut it to one.
Yeah, he's cut it to one.
He's cut it to one. That's all he needs to be doing if he's not scoring. Oh, turn my phone on. And,
so you're watching the Lion Foundation New Zealand Indoor Bowls Championships on your home of indoor bowls, Q Television, in association with Spark and, of course, the Lion Foundation. And what a brilliant arena we've got here in Porirua. This is an incredible venue. I've seen some incredible bowls.
It's a superb venue, actually, and it's the first time it's been here. It's the first time it's been in Wellington for about 40 years, in the Wellington region. So Porirua hosting the Nationals this year, so they've done a great job. North Wellington, the host centre. And I must say it's my home centre as well, so I think they've done a great job for a centre that hasn't done it before. The facilities here are second to none from anywhere in the country I've played bowls. They are right up there with the best of it. Pull uncharacteristically short there.
Once again there, Trevor Coleman on the backhand. Just looking to draw this one close. Just a bit skinny, maybe.
He's sitting right on top of it too. I think Paul will just come down between the black and the yellow there on the backhand and just sort of scrape off the yellows and land on the jack. Don't think he'll smack the yellows out of the head just yet, but they are ready to go if he has to make them leave the head. But yeah, he's just coming down there between the bowls. A nice rub on the yellow and he'll get a perfect result.
Oh,
how close was that?
Well, we've said it so many times before, it's a game of millimetres. And sometimes you get the rub of the green and sometimes you don't.
Oh, look at that. So, speaking of the rub of the green, that's a pretty good rub for two. Now, he can't believe it. I mean, he's shaking his head there a little bit, I think, going, bit of luck. Is it my day?
Well, is it Trevor Coleman's day?
I see that glint in his eye, thinking maybe it is.
I guess even he'd be pretty happy with his day so far, getting into the finals.
I think you've... Oh, he was after the black. He's after the other black, not that one.
But that just didn't quite work for Paul Midgley. And that's the first chink we've seen in the armour. Okay, it's early days in the final.
Well, there's a chance for a 4.
But
backhand draw shot.
Helps.
Draw that yellow to the back yellow. Draw that yellow across an inch. And 4 yellows. And if he doesn't, he'll definitely have 3 if he doesn't quite move it enough. He's given it a chance here. 3. Fraction wider, fraction heavier. May have been able to get a 4, but he'll be happy with 3. Wow,
well, he needed it.
He's continuing how he left off in the semi-final. Nothing seems to be phasing him. And like I said before, you may be a bowler that hasn't been here before, but when it's on your day, it's your day. Now in our sport, we can be selected to play for the North Island team, and if we do well in a North Island versus South Island matchup, we can go on to higher honours and represent your country. And in August, on the 14th of August, there'll be a North Island versus South Island test match in Dunedin. So, and that'll be at the Dunedin Indoor Bowls Stadium, I think. And during that week, the North Island will be touring the South Island, and they'll be stopping in places such as Nelson, Marlborough. They'll be playing Nelson, Marlborough and Nelson on the 6th of August. The next day, they're at the West Coast, playing at Greymouth, playing the West Coast. And throughout the week, they stop at Ashburton, Timaru, Alexandra, Belclutha. And so if you go to our website, which is www.newzealandindoorbowls.co.nz, you'll be able to see the venues, and you'll be able to come and see some of the best bowlers in the country and some of the best bowlers in your centre playing the best bowlers from the North Island on their tour. And at Dunedin, you'll be able to go and watch the best bowlers in the country playing each other. Now, the New Zealand players aren't available for the test match this year because the New Zealand players played Australia in Belclutha in May, so they're ineligible to be selected.
Well, we were lucky enough to be in Belclutha in May, and that's a fantastic venue, the Memorial Hall in Belclutha.
Yes, it was.
And it was a fantastic tournament, the Henselite Trophy. It was a draw, and fittingly a draw because it was oh so close.
It was very, very close. Australia got out to a very good lead after 2 days, and New Zealand never gave up. That true fighting spirit that the Kiwis have, and we managed to get a 16-6 score on the last day to tie it all up at 33-all. We were down and out. The tournament was done and dusted, but we managed to get a draw out of it. So we can take something out of that. But unfortunately, with most trophies, if you don't hold the trophy and the whole thing's drawn, the Australians did keep it. So we didn't get the trophy back. So something to work on still.
Well, something to work on here.
Well, if he works on this anymore, he'll get a 3 out of it.
Paul Midgley from Taranaki. On the forehand this time.
How's it? He's popping. He was going for 4. I tell you what, he was going for 4. He's got a couple.
He's got 2, and he needed them.
He could have easily popped that yellow out for 4. So, bit of a loose head there from Trevor Coleman. Got to have more than one bowl in the head, otherwise that bowl can disappear.
So locked up as we start in number 5 of 12, the final here, the singles final. And we should probably mention, for people watching bowls for the first time, watching indoor bowls for the first time, and lawn bowls is exactly the same, there's no men's and women's competition. If you're good enough, you're in the final.
That's right. With our sport of indoor bowls, the men and the women all play at the same level. The only time we are ever separated is when the North Island plays the South Island. There's a men's team and a women's team. And when New Zealand plays Australia, there's a men's team, a women's team, and then a few of the players combined to have a mixed team. So there are mixed events. Great bowl from Trevor there. So it's all open. You can be playing this game for 5 minutes and come along to this national championship and play against the best bowlers in the country. And if you're any good at it after 5 minutes and you get down to this level, well, you'll probably be a superstar. But Trevor Coleman's been playing for many, many years. Paul Midgley's been playing for many, many years. And, it's taken them that long to get to the final. But anyone can enter. Anyone can play in it. You don't have to be a top representative player to win a title. That's the great thing about the whole sport.
Well, we're locked up as we play in number 5, 4 apiece. Waikato versus Taranaki. Trevor Coleman versus Paul Midgley. This is Midgley. Just that same delivery every single time. Rhythm and swing.
Great bowl.
Great bowl. Fantastic bowl. Trailed the jack, and it's promoted 2 for the black bowl.
Well, he'll be playing the same shot on the forehand. Yep, looking for the jack, straight through the gap. He doesn't want any blacks, nothing. Jack only.
He's got it. No, he hasn't.
No, he's got the black first. He wanted the jack clean. He needed the jack clean, but he's got a good back bowl. He won't be too unhappy with that. Ball needs to get another one in there because that black could disappear. Trevor will be eyeing up the forehand, looking to slide off the front yellows. Now he's got all those bowls. If he plays it nice and narrow, he can rub off those bowls and take the black out for 4. He'll be playing this narrow.
Expert comments coming from Grant Rayner. Has he tipped it? Absolutely.
He's got the narrow. He's got it.
He's done it. Well,
almost to perfection.
We talk about the rub of the green and being lucky, but he did it.
He played for those. He played for those rubs, and he's got a reward of 3 possibly.
He's got 3, I think, there.
2. Only 2, I think. The fingers went up with 2.
Okay, 2's good enough, though. 6-4 now.
The rub of the green was with the opposition player there. I think he's lucky not to be 4 down, because that was a very good bowl from Trevor Coleman. He played the narrow shot, got the rubs. got the black, but didn't get it cleanly.
Halfway in this 12-end final. 5 gone, 6-4. Trevor Coleman about to deliver. Gee, his opening bowls have been good.
Yeah, you've got to be right on it with your opening bowl. In a singles game, there's no time to build ahead or anything. You've just got to be on the jack, on the jack.
Onto the backhand goes Paul Midgley. What can he do? Oh, pretty good, I'd say. Oh, look at that. What a reply.
Fantastic reply. And trailed it away from the yellow, giving himself more room for his second and third bowls. Be interesting to see how Trevor handles the pressure as it mounts towards the end of the game, as Paul keeps applying it.
But you'd have to say pretty well.
Trevor's applying his own pressure to Paul, and
he really is. I wonder if it's a case of who's going to crack first, because
whoever wins this it's gonna be a popular win. It's gonna be a crowd favourite win either way. Great bowl. Oh, is he gonna?
oh,
Who's the luck going with here?
Wow, you've got to ask yourself.
Oh, Trevor Coleman. You've just got to think that maybe it's Trevor Coleman is getting the lucky rubs here.
Might be time for a lotto ticket, Trev. Things are going your way. Well, this one hasn't, though.
He likes that.
Yes, it
As
has.
soon as he let it go, he liked it. He followed it down.
Oh, I thought he'd gone a little bit wide, but it just
Two
came in
yellows.
beautifully.
He's on fire.
He's
He'll play.
holding two.
I think he'll play a reaching weight here, looking for that yellow at 9 o'clock. Try to hit that one and take the other yellow with it. Break out the back of the head open.
Looks like a bit of an aggressive stance here for.
He's got a bit of weight. He's
Paul
got good
Midgley.
weight for it. Good weight for this shot.
He's got it. Oh, needed another coat of paint.
He's got the shot out of it, but he could have
wow.
easily have had the two yellows gone out of the head there and given himself a bit more room. But it's either two touches or it's a black. It could be two touches, but it's definitely not two yellows now. And it still leaves that shot on that he just tried to play. If he's game enough,
with one bowl remaining,
if he's
he can
game
do it
enough,
again.
unless Trevor can land on the black bowl.
That's what he's trying to do, and that's what he's done.
That's an incredibly good bowl.
And
Hey,
he
look at
knows
me.
it. Look at this.
Hey,
Look at the
hey.
wry grin there.
I'm in the final and I've got 3 touches. Well.
Now,
He's
with
got
one bowl to go,
He's got to hit the
what
front
would you
one.
be doing here, Grant Rayner?
Hit the front yellow, and hopefully the 2 back ones disappear. And you might get a rub off the front. You might even rub around the front one after you've hit it, because it's all just going to jam, and the 2 back yellows will disappear. So
Well, he's playing with weight.
he's
That's
got to
what
hit
gonna
it. He's
try and
close.
do.
He's close.
Oh, is the jack going to stay on? It does.
He was unlucky, really. A good shot. He's 2 down, but he was in a pretty bad situation. But as you can see, that black did come off that yellow and did start to come around, but he just had to hit it right. 8-4.
Once again, Trevor Coleman straight into his work. No messing around. Let's get this over with.
Well, if you have 2 upsets in the final, what happens when the final upset? Is it an upset when 2 upsets are in the final? I don't know.
That's an upset square.
That's right.
Just to remind you, folks, these 2 blokes have never been this far in an indoor bowls nationals before. So it's untravelled territory. But look at that. Once again, an outstanding opening bowl from Trevor Coleman.
He's just going for it. He's taking everything and he's going for it.
Here's the scores, 8-4. We've played 6, we're on to 7. This is another great reply from Midgley. So he's not out of this yet.
He's just not quite getting the same finish as the yellows are. He's just hit that jack and it still went to the yellow bowl. Fraction wide, he would have got it clean, but so it's not quite going black's way at the moment. Good bowl there, good back bowl. That's where they need to be now. Midgley on the draw again. Same as his last bowl now. Just hit the black or miss it and come around onto the jack.
That's what he's trying to do. He's hit the black. Oh, and once again, it just rolls out.
I think he's got it, though.
Yeah, it looks like from an overhead shot that the black would be closest to the jack, and that means he's holding 1.
Sticking out there, though.
That's right. It's a target now, isn't it?
But will Trevor just tighten? If I was Trevor, I'd be tightening the yellow up. I think I'd be going to draw the yellow into the head That's what he's going to be doing, because he doesn't want to be narrow on that other hand and try to play that black out and take his own yellow out of the head. So he's playing very sensible bowls. And just a little tap here, and big trouble for black.
Wow.
Now black's in big trouble here. He's got to sit it up and over again. That's all he's got.
But whatever he's going to do now, he doesn't want to disrupt what he's got at the moment, does he? He's sort of...
Yeah, he's only one down. He doesn't want to rip the black out. He's just got to sit the black up nice and quietly. I don't know if he's wide enough, though.
He's going to get the yellow. It's not going to help him. It's going to help Trevor Coleman. It does.
Well, Trevor has to just be a little bit careful of those two blacks, the gap between those two blacks. If Paul can come down through there and get a rub on either of those blacks at 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock, let's say, that yellow could disappear. He needs to lock it in. He needs to draw right round it and have another toucher basically on the back of his own shot bowl.
And that's what he's trying to do by the look of it. On the backhand again is Trevor Coleman.
Needs to be right in behind this bowl. And if it sits over, that's good enough. That yellow's going nowhere now.
So effectively, he's blocked the next path for Midgley's going to come through the gap there, but he can't really get too much result from it.
If
do you have to think 2 shots ahead? I mean, you know, this is a game of
sometimes you can. Sometimes
as much as anything else.
Yeah, sometimes you've got the comfort of thinking that far ahead. This game here, that head changed pretty much with every bowl, with the first few bowls, so you can't... There wasn't much opportunity to be thinking too far ahead there, but Trevor had a bit of time there to know I've got to lock that yellow in. He's just going to try and draw it cold. He's going to try and pull out a big draw shot. And he hasn't. But he was only one down, so he obviously... don't know what he was... To be honest, I'm not sure what he was trying to do there. Maybe nothing. Maybe he was happy to go one down, and let's see if I can get a 2 on the next end. So, Trevor Coleman.
9-4.
9-4.
Who would have picked that this morning? At 10 o'clock this morning, would you say that Trevor Coleman would be in the final, would be playing in number 8, and he'd be up 9-4?
Oh, everyone usually picks, well, there's all these New Zealand players in there still going, and they're all good singles players. They play singles for New Zealand. They play singles for the North Island, South Island. They're all gone.
I mean, plenty of them would have been picking you, Grant.
No one. No one in their right mind would be picking me. But on your day, anyone can win it.
Now, is it going to be Trevor Coleman's day, or is this guy going to have the last say? Paul Midgley from Taranaki. His opening bowls have been good.
That's a good bowl.
That's another good one.
Trevor's a bit way off there with his first bowl this time. Trevor just needs to maintain that draw that he's been doing.
Once again, the arena goes quiet as we get to the business end of this first final. And our QTV coverage of the Lion Foundation Indoor Bowls.
It's a good bowl. He must have only just missed his black when it sat over too. So if that had sat the other black over, that would have been a pretty handy result.
Speaking of handy results.
That's not bad. But he's only got one bowl left to move that kitty. Paul holding 2.
Well, he needs them.
If he draws
back into this match, he needs those 2.
Get around this jack. If he can get around this jack without moving it.
And he's got that part of it done.
Oh, almost perfect. But he's got a back one. That's the main thing. Really wanted to land on that yellow squarely and have 3 and pressure on this guy. This guy's having a bit of a run shot. Trevor. Oh, he's going to go off. But, you know, he was 2 down. So he's no worse off. He could have been 3 down if he'd left it alone.
So that you think that was a calculated risk?
Yes, definitely a calculated risk. He's happy to drop a 2, but did not want to be dropping a 3 at this stage. Probably played a little bit heavy. Maybe he was trying to get it to stop out there by the yellow, but...
Now, has this brought Paul Midgley back into this match? The man from Taranaki, how are we seeing the comeback here?
Well, he's definitely bowling consistent. Just a little bit short there, but It's handy. It's a handy short one. He can work on that. He can push that into the head. It's on the roll in. 4 ends to go. 1 the difference.
Another great bowl here from Coleman.
Now, Paul will be just thinking to himself, I just need to score a 1. That's all I need. I need to get back to where I started, all square. That's a very good back bowl. Trevor Coleman needs to match that bowl or pull the jack through.
Boy, if they could tie it up on this end, are we in for a fantastic finish? 8 played. This is 9 of 12. That's another great bowl.
Yeah, it's okay. It's yellow, you know, the white sticking out there beside the yellows there, and he can either land on the yellow or suck that jack back. Now, he picks that jack up. Coleman's in big trouble. Big trouble. He's narrow though. Slide? No. No rubs. Well.
That was clearly the intention, wasn't it? Take the jack.
Yeah, he was definitely after it.
Back bowl.
He's definitely after it. He didn't take the green. Now Trevor's got the ace up his sleeve here. He can sew this head up now with this bowl. He hasn't. Well, he's got another shot, but he's given him a. He's just visually made that target bigger for him. So Paul just needs to take his time. He needs to draw that jack a foot. He's got yellows to land on, but he's got a big hole to go through as well.
He's gone up to have a look at the head. It's important. The shot could turn the match for him.
Especially on this end. If he picks the jack up on this end for a 2, that's a pretty handy time to be picking those sort of things up. He's playing the backhand, so he's going for the yellows. I think he's going for the shot yellow.
The predictions coming in from Grant
Not
Rayner.
what I thought he would play. I thought he would have just stuck.
Just once again, the rub of the green's gone in the favour of Trevor Coleman.
I think he probably should have stayed with his first intention, which was
Coleman's
to draw.
Gonna draw 3 here.
Yeah, that's pretty good, handy. 3 there after 9. So that could be the game that end. That could have been the mistake that Coleman needed from Paul. I think Paul might have made a mistake there and played the wrong shot. Great if it had worked, but
well, I guess it's about risk and reward.
Yes, definitely.
You've got to take the risk to get the reward.
But he's not out of it.
No, well, stranger things have happened.
2 singles and a 2, and it's all square. So
still ends to play, still bowls to come. Plenty more action coming your way here on QTV, the home of indoor bowls. This final.
But Trevor Coleman just doesn't seem to have changed. He's still playing the same sort of weighted shots. His expressions have stayed the same. He seems pretty relaxed. He's enjoying himself. He knows when he's been lucky, and he knows when he's played a good one. So,
speaking of playing a good
yeah,
one,
well, that's
not bad.
That's more like it. That's what we saw in the semi-final from Paul.
To maybe Midgley's form's come back.
It may not be too late.
But that's a pretty good reply. But
Here we go. Paul with a chance. If he can pick up a 2, that's all he needs. 2 to just keep reminding Trevor that he's still right behind him.
I'm still in contact, he's saying. Don't take the foot off just yet. He's going to trail the jack here. It's going to be
great bowl. That's a very good bowl. He's got a back one. He's got a back one now. Trevor needs to follow that in, I reckon. He needs to draw that jack off that black before black does it.
That's exactly what he does. So Grant Rayner's prediction's coming true again, and he's got the jack.
One black, but that's a good bowl. That's a good bowl from Trevor. That'll prevent him from dropping a bundle. Depending if Paul can see those 2 yellows, if he can get those 2 yellows on the split, the one that's touching the black and the one that's just in front, if he can split those out, he may have a chance. He looks like he may be just drawing for 2, and maybe he'll save it for his last bowl. Looks like he's going to maybe save that shot.
So again, Midgley on the backhand. Looking to draw close again.
Oh,
It didn't work.
he was trying to just protect the header, but I think, and lock that black in. If he could have drawn to the back of that black, he would have been able to hold that black in the head and then hit those 2 yellows off. So he was talking about, as before, you know, have you got time to premeditate a shot? He was trying to just lock that black in the head there.
Now, can Trevor bring that bowl, if we watched our overhead shot that was at about 11 o'clock, can he bring that closer?
He
can. He drag
yes.
that in closer to the jack?
All Trevor needs to do now is just draw down there with the weight to, but he's going for it. And has he done it? He has.
He has. He's got the shot.
Oh, well, he's playing confident. He's playing confident. I thought he might have just overdrawn it, just to make sure that he didn't lose any bowls out of the head, but he's managed to come up with a shot.
But with Paul with the last bowl, this could change again.
Can Paul land on the yellows and grab a 2?
He's got a bit of weight on it as he comes down. He's
got it.
The yellow.
Perfect bowl. Perfect bowl.
Crunch bowl under pressure for Paul Midgley.
Just why I thought Trevor may have just drawn down there quietly, not to open the head up too much, because it was sitting nicely for Trevor.
11-9.
And he's got his 2. Now he just needs his 2 ones. That's what Paul will be thinking. If I can get 2 ones, and quite often those ones turn into 2s and 3s, and before you know it, he's won it.
So we've got 2 ends to play. We've played 10. It's 11-9. Trevor Coleman, Paul Midgley, Waikato ahead of Taranaki. Another great opening bowl.
Great bowling. Well, I think Paul's finishing stronger.
Well, it's sort of been a game of 3 halves, if you can make any sense of that at all, because Paul Midgley started strong, and then Trevor Coleman came back, and now we're, well, nip and tuck. This man still holds a 2-shot advantage.
And it's just a matter of whether he can hold his nerve, I think.
Oh, this looks nice too.
Yeah, that's a great bowl. 2 nice bowls from Paul. Now he'll be wanting to land on those blacks and open this up before it gets out of control.
So he goes back to the backhand.
And
that was a prediction from Grant Rayner, and it was absolutely spot on once again.
Now Paul just has to keep on drawing. Just keep on drawing. Just looking for 1. He's close. He's close.
Ooh, it's just a bit short.
He's still got 1, but that's not close enough. Trevor Coleman is playing some pretty good draw shots.
And he's got a bit of a target now, hasn't he?
And once again, he's let this one go pretty well. There we go.
Look at that.
Well,
they say when the going gets tough, the tough get going, and there hasn't been too many tougher than this bloke. Trevor Coleman from the Waikato. No one predicted he'd be this far. And has he got a chance to win his first national title here?
Oh, he's going for the black. This is a hard shot. This is a very hard shot. But he's given everything he's got. Black onto the yellow. Onto the... Oh, one more roll.
Oh.
Gee. That was a hard shot, and he almost got away with it. This is the game right here. He draws this. He's 4 up last end. And the way he's going, he ain't dropping 4s.
He's going to draw it. Look at this.
He's just
he's
short.
just a fraction
just
skinny.
Shorty. You know, he could have afforded to have been through that a little bit.
Right smile and a nod of the head.
3 up last end. Well, it's probably happened before. Many people have dropped 3s on the last ends of games. So
that would haunt you forever, wouldn't it?
Especially in a tournament like
that
this.
That would haunt you forever, and it would be. It just wouldn't be fair. I know there's no such thing as fair in top-level sport, but it wouldn't be fair if he dropped 3 here.
This bowl here is the biggest bowl Trevor Coleman will ever play.
And he knows it.
It needs to be on the jack. It's handy enough, but it needs to be on the jack. He needs to control his anxiety. I'm sure he's going through a bit of that, as you do when you're on the verge of winning a national title. You just got to control that now, Trevor. Paul will know that he can still win this.
Oh, and that's quite nice.
It's amazing what nerves can do to people.
Well, that's right. You can have victory snatched away. We've seen it so many times.
Paul's in a situation where he's got nothing to lose. Trevor Coleman is now in a situation where he's got everything to lose because he's won the game. He just needs to get one on it. And that could be good enough.
And that's on it. Well, I know there's absolutely no comparison between motorsport and indoor bowls, but we saw it at the Indianapolis 500 a week ago when J.R. Hildebrand, the rookie, 1 corner to go, he had the Indy 500 in his pocket, hit the wall, bang.
That's right.
Oh, look at this.
Well, he's got 2. He's got 2. Now the pressure's right on. This is pretty high pressure. Even though he's 3 up, he still has to draw the shot, and he's onto his 3rd bowl.
So not only is he running out of time, he's running out of
he's
bowls
short.
as well, and he's
Well,
short this time. Well,
Phil.
maybe the pressure has finally cracked Trevor Coleman.
It's not a nice position to be in, but he's got 1 bowl left. New Zealand title could be slipping from his hands here.
Well, this man could force the playoff here.
And this guy's got nothing to lose. Here comes the 3rd one. Is it?
Look
is
at
it?
this. Oh, it might just be a tad
Is it?
short.
Oh, he's going, I've got it. I've got 3. He's got 3. Has to be 3. Trevor Coleman, this is it.
It certainly looked
if
like
he
it
misses
from the
here, he
overhead
could
shot.
lose.
He's going to promote the black.
It's good enough, but
he's got 2.
Where's that
Twos
other
isn't
black
gonna
gone?
be good
Where's
enough.
that back? How far is that back black gone? Oh, just a fraction too far. So
he can't really trail the jack and get 3 again, can he?
But he can take the yellow out for 3. And if he hits that yellow just right, he may even move the jack slightly.
So is Paul Midgley going to force a playoff here? We're at the final end.
He can easily get a 4 here.
If he gets a 4, there's no need for a playoff.
He can definitely get a 3. He can easily get a 4.
So there's a prediction from Grant Rayner. Gold star Grant Rayner, we're calling him now.
Yeah, all he has to do is move that jack half an inch and he's got 4.
Oh, look at that. Trevor can't believe it.
He's going, what have I done? Have I done enough? Please miss, he says. That's what's going through his brain. I don't want to play another end. Please
Paul
miss.
Midgley can take as long as he likes over this last shot. This is a crucial last shot here.
And it's not a hard shot. It's not a hard shot for him either. He's praying.
Oh, he's looking for divine intervention.
He has to ask for it because...
Here we go. A hush falls over the auditorium as Paul Midgley comes down for what could be the turning bowl.
Oh, he's close. He is close. Oh!
He's got it. I think
Has he done it? Oh!
The crowd thinks he's done it. Has he done it?
I
Look
think
at it from
he
the
has.
overhead shot. Has he got 4?
Oh, he's got 3. He's definitely got 3.
He's got 3. I'm sure Trevor will be calling for the measure.
He only had to move it a fraction, but...
Oh, it looks oh so close.
It's definitely an extra end. What a bowl.
Well, we got a playoff.
Trevor Coleman just had to... He'd be playing this end over in his head for a few months. Oh, they're calling up. They don't want to measure it. I would be measuring that myself before I got the umpire involved.
Well, the handshakes are big out. Oh, this is drama. This is what sport's all about. It's about winning and losing. It's about the drama, and boy, we've seen it here today.
A 4 to lose. A 4 to win. Great bowl. Trevor Coleman did his best. He tried to draw the shot.
Put your reputation on the line here, Grant. Has he got it?
I think it looks black.
It looks black. I think it does too. Oh, you wouldn't want to be the umpire.
Oh, Viv Hudson. Now, Viv, don't muck this up.
Oh, we might need the bigger calipers.
This is your... Oh, she's got plenty of room left in those. She's got to get closer than that.
Oh, you could... The tension in the auditorium is just unbelievable here, folks. This for all the marbles. This for the
come on,
first
Viv.
national
You've got to get
title of
closer
the
than
weekend.
that,
The
Viv.
singles. What's she saying?
Oh, she's going to call another umpire, is she? I don't think you can do that. She's the chief.
Oh,
She's as big as you can go in the umpiring world.
You can't kick for touch here, Viv.
Oh, look at these guys. Yeah, he's got it.
Done it. Can you believe it?
4.
Talk about snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. A 4 on the final end gives Taranaki's Paul Midgley his first ever New Zealand title. He wins the singles here at Porirua. What a fantastic match. He can't believe it, Grant.
I don't think anyone can believe it. To get a 4 at a national final to win is a miracle, really. And poor old Trevor Coleman.
Oh, the
Poor
great
Trevor
sport that
Coleman.
he is there, though, that Trevor comes over and congratulates, signs his card. Well, we have seen some pulsating bowls here, and there's more to come on QTV, your home for indoor bowls. But what about this bloke? Paul Midgley from Taranaki wins his first New Zealand title and does it on the last end and picks a 4. What was the probability of that? We said it it doesn't happen.
Well, it just comes down to pressure. Who can handle it? Trevor Coleman would have been thinking, I've just got to draw one shot. I've got to draw one shot. It came down to his third bowl and he still didn't have the shot. And the pressure just gets bigger and bigger. And as you can see,
the big blokes there, that's Grant Harvey. That's the man that Midgley beat to get to the final. Their teammates, fantastic action. Plenty more to come here on Q Television. We'll have interviews with the winners here at Corrie Rua. Stay round for that.